You want to bring the camera, but obviously I don't want to go there and fucking we're raving, because it's a good rave, so I want to have a good time as well. Do you know what I mean? So I don't want to.
Good do half and half, isn't it?
Yeah, well, this is the thing. But if we know we can leave the camera somewhere and we're like in touch.
We've got a bar at the back. Just do it behind the bar.
Right, no worries. Right, people. This is episode 2 of the Househeads podcast. We've got another big guest on today. We've got George Barclay.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's fucking. Yeah, I buzzed to have him on. We've been same sort of. Let me turn this phone off quickly. Yeah, so we've been dancing back and forth on Insta as always. The scene at the moment is kind of everyone sort of linking up with everyone, and it's good. So yeah, I'm happy to have you on, mate.
Cheers, bro. Thanks for the invite.
No worries. Right, let's get some. I've got some stuff written down because I always like to do a little bit.
I ain't prepared for nothing, so.
No, that's fine, mate. It's fine. Right, so we always start off with how did you first get into DJing and what was your inspiration?
Ever since I was when I could, we always just go raving. Like me and the boys used to always go out. Got to the point where it's like, okay, I actually want to do this. Like, I experience what these DJs are experiencing. Coming to lockdown, I think everyone bought decks in lockdown.
Yeah.
Like, everyone bought decks in lockdown. Stuck them in the garage, a little DDJ for, I think it was like the 400s. So I got a laptop, got the decks. So I'm blowing out music, mum was sunbathing, playing I don't know, like speed garage, whatever. I was just fucking blaring it out to the fucking crowd, to the gardens. And then, just went from there really. And obviously, went back into work, I sold the decks because obviously I didn't need them. I started working at a company in Biddericke, got really close with a boy who, well actually he's a man a lot older than me. He used to DJ at Egg quite a lot, he was like a resident there.
Yeah.
Was on PS4 one time playing pro clubs and I was like, look, do you just want to kind of jump back in it? And he was like, yeah, sweet, let's go. So then went to a studio in Chelmsford, Studio 808. And he just taught me from there really, like with proper decks, no like controllers, like proper CDJs, mixer. Taught me what he knew, taught me everything, and just went from there really. We went like twice a week, once a week, every week. Like it was literally every week consecutive for like 6 weeks. Mate, but he taught me like everything he knew. Like he was big in his time, like back in the day. He was a resident Egg, Ministry of Sound. Like he used to smash the scene back in the days, and I used to work with him. So I was like, well, might as well just pick your brains and teach me. Charlie Sinclair.
I think I'm not too sure.
So he taught me what he knew, taught me how to DJ, taught me how to listen to the music properly. He used to cover up the decks and that, and I used to match it with the tempos and shit. Fucking took me long, but
man. I need to do that.
But then we went to his dad's once. His dad had like the really, really old decks, but his dad plays like electric vinyl, so it's like what Corolla sometimes plays, and his decks were like really, really old.
Really?
So but there was like CDJ like 800, 750s or something. So so like they were quite hard, but it's good to plan them because obviously when you plan the 3000s, it's like fucking hell, like big difference.
Yeah, no.
But so I went there a couple of times. But he taught like big up Charlie. He's the one that put me on in it.
No, that's big, man. That's such an organic way to go through it as well. Because I remember when I first started, I was reaching out to quite a few people, and it's kind of like a bit of a closed circle, the community. It can, from the outside of looking in, I think it can be sometimes. Like, obviously, Stephen Smith, he was the first person that showed me how to, and mate, I was so thankful because, especially when you're not sort of like brought up around that sort of stuff, you really want to do something, having that person there to bring you through.
Like Charlie edged me on, like it was like, come let's go studio. I was like, sometimes I'm like, I can't be asked, but it's like, come let's go. So I was like, sweet. So then I kept going, and I fell in love with it, bro. Like it's so good.
Nice.
Like then when you start planning the events and stuff like you're doing now, like hearing the people, like seeing the people's expressions when you're playing your music and stuff, like it's such a good feeling. That playing in front of the crowds is sick. But that's how it started. 2000, I think it was October, November 2022. It happened.
Sick.
Yeah, so not long ago.
Good.
Yeah.
Right, let's move on. There was something else I wanted to ask you, but I've just forgotten. Right, so you said you've been playing for like 3 years now, yeah?
Well, what's that? Actually, no, I think I fucked that up. Wait, what's that? 2022. What's that? November.
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah, so about 2 years, right? So where would you say like the favourite place you've played at? And a favourite setting and everything, favourite crowd. Like it's all got to be jumbled into one. It can't just be the What's your favourite experience ever as a DJ? You know, the one night you look back to?
I think my first ever event at, big up the Progression Boys, by the way. They put me on massively. Like George King and Steve as well. Like they put me on massively. Like I think that first event I done, my first ever event back to back with Charlie. I think
Charlie
Sinclair. Well, we done our first event together. The one he taught me. We done an event at Star Lane. First event in London. Star Lane, like the vibes, it was sick. Like everyone was there.
I did see that day.
It was so good. And then, like I think that was probably that and probably El Loco as well at Maidstone when I was porting Mason Collective. That was pretty decent as well. Like playing at Maidstone outside of Essex, outside of London, like crossing the bridge, playing at a venue where you've never really been before, different crowd, don't know anyone. Like I think like all the boys come down, they stayed, they all got cabs home, some stayed in a hotel just to watch me and that. Like mate, it was fucking sick.
Mate, I feel like you need that support, like especially when you're first starting out, you know, especially to a promoter, if you haven't really released anything yet, or you need to know, right, I can get 10 people here, you know, like I can get some people that even if it's dead, we're still going to have 10 people.
A lot of people, and even like a lot of events do that now, like when I reach out to events and stuff, they ask like, how big can you bring a crowd? I was like, mate, like, that's all they ask sometimes, like how big can you bring the crowd? And I was like, well, I've done this, I've done that, I can bring people here, I can bring people there, like that's who I can bring. And the boys, like they all stick by me, like Jacob as well, like all the boys, like literally all of them. Like I think I'm playing in Brighton in a couple, like next month. I think about 10, 13 of us going down there, getting an Airbnb. Like, do you know what I mean? Like the boys stick by, and the boys are the ones that get you through it. The boys are the ones that bring the crowds with them. Do you know what I mean? So.
Mate, I don't think I will be going back to Brighton, mate. I had a funny old experience at that place, mate. That was not good. That was like a hell weekend for me, so don't know that I'll be going back to Brighton. But no, right, so this was another question, kind of from what you were saying. Like, do you think it's your job as a DJ to bring like the crowd there? Like, surely as the promoter, especially now that everything's so Instagram and social media, like, obviously, I feel like it's kind of the promotion. Obviously, you bring who you bring. Obviously, you try and sell the tickets, but it's more focused on the promotion now as well. Like,
I think it depends on the stage that the event's at. If it's a new event or it's a starting up event, then obviously they're going to want the DJs to bring the more events. But if you're like, for example, like El Loco, when I played, they didn't ask me to bring anyone, but I still did because they've been going for years. They had their crowd already there. But for some events, they ask like, how big can you, how many people can you bring? And obviously I tell them, but it depends. Like depends where the event's at in the industry. Like if you're at the top of the industry, you're not going to need the DJs to bring as many. You're not going to need the DJs to bring people because they've already got their own crowds. But obviously, when you're starting off, then obviously you're going to want as much people as you can, which is obviously fair enough. But I think that's kind of how it sits.
Yeah, and I've noticed now, especially like if you go to a new sort of event, they're even giving out a lot of guest lists now, just to try and fill that space.
Yeah, of course.
No, that's good, man.
But yeah, that's what I kind of think of it as. Like the newer events, like fair play to them. Like I know there's a lot that goes into it, and personally, I wouldn't do it because it is a lot. It is a lot of ag.
No, it is ag. For what you can actually, especially when you can just be a DJ and release music and go and play on these events and let everyone else deal with the aggravation. That's why I'm so appreciative of a good event, because obviously we was talking about this the other day. The Journey Boys, like that, seeing that on Instagram and seeing that party.
Big up the Journey, by the way.
Yeah, no, seriously. What's the date? What's the date of the next one?
24th of November, I think.
Yeah, 24th. I'm going to be there.
Massive.
We're doing a sick vlog as well, so we're going to do that sort of one.
Energy.
Oh man, it's fucking. But seeing that on, because especially now, there's not really many new events that are really getting to that level now. Like like your Appetites that have broke through that level now. They're doing the IB for scene there. I feel like they're probably next to get to that level. And they've kind of built their crowd very organically, I would say.
For sure. Mate, what James has done is smashed it. Obviously, I don't personally know the other boys that run it.
Who actually is it that is...
You know, innit? I don't. I only know James, innit?
James, yeah.
I personally know James, but I don't know. There's like, is it Tom Da Silva that does it as well? Yeah. I don't know him personally, but I only know James.
Yeah, because I think Morley's playing on that one, isn't he?
Yeah, Morley.
Yeah,
Big up Morley.
Yeah, see him last week,
he's a boy.
Mate. He's fucking... Where's he from?
Like South End way.
No, but like culturally, like I mean,
That's what you asked, man. Baiting out his area.
No, he's
cut a bit out.
I thought he was a London boy, innit?
Nah.
He's got a flag in his thing, but like I don't
know off the top of my head.
He's definitely not full English, 100%.
Nah, definitely not.
You can ask him next time. Get him on the podcast.
Mate, hopefully, if you're watching this, mate, get yourself down there, bro. Get down there. Right, so obviously, speaking on nationalities, you are
English and half Italian.
Yeah, so where does that come from?
My dad's side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's where all the looks, the curls, the fucking.
Unfortunately, yeah. I was looking at Jacob. Yeah, no, my dad's Napoleon, so he's from Napoli, and then my mum's from England.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Fair play. Right, let's move on anyway. I'm not going to go too deep down that rabbit hole. Right, this was the other thing we was going to speak about. So, obviously, I was talking to you yesterday about buying music, and obviously you're an artist yourself now. Obviously, if you want to plug any of your releases that are coming up, I know you've had the one that came out. Who was that with?
That was with my mate Jake. Disc. We've done that literally within 5 hours. Pretty mental to be fair. Yeah, it's pretty mad to be fair. Yeah. To be fair, like big up to him. Like he's been smashing it. Like personally, like. With my 2 releases, I've done one last year with Brandon Cumbers. He's been smashing the scene as well.
Dance on a Row, wasn't it?
Yeah, he done Dance on a Row. Yeah. He I think we've done about 35k on that on SoundCloud.
That's really good.
Because we had like one. Do you know what it is? When you have like a good like bait lyric or like a bait vocal, like it bangs. But the track, but now looking back at it compared to the mixing I've been doing now and the producing I've been doing now, it's like the song is like we both agreed like the song's not like what we would do now, if that makes sense.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
But yeah, again, we done me and Jake done with Sweet Tea, the vocal. Yeah. That was pretty decent. He kind of done like the first half, I kind of done like the second half of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much what we've got so far. At the minute, I'm personally not working with her, but Scott Steer, he's working with Poppy Wright, who does Josh Baker's vocals.
Shit,
working with
because he, by the way, just for any, obviously you probably won't. Scot's quite a low key guy.
Yeah.
I only met him last week, but he has got that fucking Baker style down to a T now, and you can tell proper from. Like obviously, I would classify myself as a syntho student. You know, people that have learned on syntho and that have kind of all. You just gravitate towards that sound, you know, because that's what you've heard all the time, and he's definitely perfected that sort of sound.
Man, I think I brought his track the day I played at What the Funk, and then he was there with Fred.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. And then and I see him. He said hello, and now he's like, yeah, I see you bought my track, like blah blah. And then he sent me like a few of his unreleased, and mate, like his tracks are unbelievable. Like he's got like all of his tracks are fucking unbelievable. Like so then I thought, do you know what, like with this Groove Cartel I'm playing with when I was supporting Ryan Resso in Brighton.
Yeah, that's big. Yeah, talk a bit more about that.
That's fucking massive. I can't wait. I'm buzzing. Yeah,
that's a really big.
Yeah, so I literally got onto that. About 2 months ago. I've been speaking to the boys like pretty much every day about it. Obviously it's their first event as well, so I was kind of like giving them experience. They're always coming to me for like ideas and stuff, and I always tell them, or I come to them with ideas. But yeah, massive. Got Ryan Resso on. I'm playing 1 till 2:30, and then I'm playing, and Ryan's playing 2:30 till 3:30 to close him. But yeah, that'd be pretty decent. But they're looking to bring a track out, so they know Poppy because she's from like them ways, Brighton.
Yeah. Is that the one that done the something?
With Josh Baker. I don't think she's done that one. I think she's doing that one with Unks.
Okay.
I don't know too much about it, but I know she's on the Josh Baker track.
Yeah.
So obviously I've been talking to her about getting her vocals. So what I've done is Groove Cartel and Poppy are already talking, and then I know a really good producer, Scott, who's obviously doing like the JB bass lines and stuff. So I put Scott in touch with the event. Yeah. To make a track with Poppy's vocals. So I thought, you know what, Scott, like you've sent me your unreleased, like you've done me a favour, let me do you a favour and put you on vocals with someone who's working with Josh Baker. So I thought, you know what, I'm like the middleman. I'm not doing the track. I would like to do a track, but I'm not doing the track. Like Scott and Poppy are doing the track together, and then I'm going to be playing it at the event. Yeah.
Nice. So what would you say you're more focused on, like producing at the moment, or you pushing the DJ scene? What are you more interested in?
I'd say I'm pushing the DJ more. I'm pushing the DJ scene more than producing. Producing does take a lot of time, it does take a lot of time. And personally, I don't have a lot of free time.
You go down that rabbit hole, mate.
I know exactly. It's hard because like when you can do it. Like I literally get home. I get home from work at 7, go gym to about 8:30, get home, shower, eat, whatever, bed by 10. Like you have got no time to produce on the weekends. you're out or you're seeing family or whatever. Like, you're doing
so. You have a life as well. I know. This is the difference. You know, producing.
Look, I'm not. I don't know everything about producing. Yeah. Like, I'll be honest. I do just know the basics of it. The 2 tracks I brought out have been with friends who know more.
Yeah.
I've just kind of been there, done my bit on the track, and put in what I know. They've kind of like edited it and stuff and so forth. So I'm not like. I wouldn't say if someone gave me Ableton in front of me, like, I'd know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't produce like some of the tracks if my boys weren't there to help.
Yeah,
kind of thing. So I'm not really like on there.
Yeah. See, I always found that the laying down of the MIDI, the drawing in of the notes, and getting the idea together, I'm pretty good with, you know. But when it comes down to like the processing of the sounds and the real kind of, I won't say nerdy shit, but it is the real kind of.
Like all the synths and all that,
EQs, like, and you can, just everything, you know. The polishing of the track is where
there is a lot to learn.
That's where the art of it is, you know, and that's why I listen to people like Scott's Music and some of the other lads that are producing stuff out of this area.
Yeah.
Even Beck, you know, Beck Rollins. He's another one out of Oxford that's been releasing, and he's a synth artist. He's been what was it? It was Appetite. We heard his tune at Appetite, and it was fucking. The difference between that and maybe one of my productions or someone that's sort of fresh, you know, you can hear the difference as well. Yeah, but that was also what I was going to say about the tracks, because obviously don't hate me in it, but I have been ripping up quite a few tracks recently, but obviously when you're first starting out, it's
How dare you?
Look, I mean, it's nice to have that variety when you're first starting out. I am slowly moving over to buying my tracks now, because as I'm starting to get on bigger systems, I can actually hear that it's not the greatest quality, you know. And
mate, when you're starting out DJing, there's no like, personally, like now where I'm at, I'll never rip tracks. When you're like a garage, like when you're DJing in your garage, or if you're DJing at your mate's house, like in your mate's house or kitchen session or whatever it is, like, it doesn't matter. Like, you're playing on little speakers, like, who cares? When you start playing out in clubs and you're playing on these big systems, you're gonna hear a difference. Like, I see it in front, like, if you're ripping a track off SoundCloud, like, I personally think you're disrespecting the producer. Like, just buy his track.
I do agree.
It's like £1. Like, just buy. It's like the track's like £1, £2.50, whatever. Like, just buy the track off Bandcamp, Beatport, whatever it is. Like, if the track's not released yet and you can't find it anywhere, don't rip it. Like, it's just like, I personally, like, I don't know. But yeah, again, I get it. Like, when you're first starting, when you're first starting DJing, like, look, it is what it is. But when you start playing out in clubs, bars, whatever, when you're playing in these systems, you're hearing the tracks off SoundCloud, or if you're digging on Bandcamp or you're digging on Beatport, whatever, don't go find that song on SoundCloud and rip it. Just buy the track. It's like £1. Like, literally, it's £1, and you're getting the full quality of the song. Like, you can even get it like an MP3 or a WAV, whatever it is.
Yeah, because like WAV or MP3.
I get MP3s because like WAV just take up. I don't know. Like, I've spoke to a few people about it, and I've always just bought MP3 because I used to buy my tracks in WAV, but like, I spoke to loads of people about it, and I was like, man, just buy an MP3. Like, really don't make a difference.
As well. You're getting the cleanest.
You can then go back and buy. You can then go back if you're playing. So obviously, like, I'm not near that level yet. But if I was playing like, I don't know, Warehouse Project or something with the fuck off speakers, and I would buy the WAV files. But you can. It's not hard to go through and like go through your purchases, and just you can do it. You can buy it again. Like, you can just pay for the WAV files, like 70p. Just go through all of them again and buy it in WAV.
I also think as well the beauty of that is when you are buying the songs, you're not gonna just take shit. You're gonna buy what you really are gonna play, and you know, right, I've bought this track, I'm playing it tonight. And you're a bit more picky with your selection as well. That's the.
And you're bigging up the producer as well. Like, you're giving him an extra £1.50. Say, for example, all of us in this room actually, no, shit, I'm not going to do that because I'm shit at maths. But say, for example, I was going to try and work this out, Harry's smart. But no, like, do you know what I mean? Like, alright, say, for example, like, I don't know. Say, for example, the track's up for a quiz. So my maths is awful, by the way.
Brains.
Yeah, exactly. But, like, do you know what I mean? Like, you're getting all these views on SoundCloud. The amount of many people are ripping that song. Like, say, for it, like, per view, has ripped that song, that's 1,000 people, right? Imagine if £1,000 people bought that track for £1, then that's giving that producer £1,000. Like, do you know how sick that is? Do you know how sick that is for that guy or girl, like, who's making that track? Like,
no, true. No, it does make
you got to get it, innit?
It does make you think, and as an aspiring producer myself, I mean, it does make sense, you know.
But it's I think, and also Bandcamp as well. I think on Fridays, actually, no, I'm not going to go too much into detail because I don't actually know the rights of it. But I think Bandcamp do a no fees thing on Fridays for producers who sell on Bandcamp. So I think people who sell their tracks on Bandcamp on Fridays, they do like a thing where it's like no fees to Bandcamp. It all goes to the producer, which is pretty cool. Sense. Yeah, I think. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what happens.
No, that is cool.
That's decent, though.
So where are you digging for your tunes then?
SoundCloud. My SoundCloud playlist is like what I like, and then I've just been lucky. I keep swiping, like bringing up new tracks.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm like. But I find after a while the algorithm just
stops. It goes to weird.
The same tunes all the time. Yeah. For me, I mean, especially now, like it's kind of hard to because we're all digging and we're all kind of finding the same sort of stuff. Like it's the same sound, you know. Yeah. And I remember before my mate's dad. He's an old school DJ. He's been on for years. He's going to be coming on soon. Anyway, yeah, nice. But we was digging for a load of his songs, and some of the stuff on there is like you're not finding anything like that now, and it's like it's almost like going through a time portal, you know. And it's hard to find that now. You can to know the places to look.
You can do on Bandcamp as well. I'll show you later. But you can do you can type in. Well, I've got mine set to speaker, isn't it? But like when I put mine in, it comes up with loads of tracks, and I'm on a train home. Like, I just listen to all these tracks, and if I like them, I add them to my wish list or whatever. Like. Even little things like listening to Centreforce and Shazamming the song, like, do you know what I mean? Like,
we got someone from Centreforce coming on soon.
Oh, sick!
I can't think of his name. London 87. It might be 78. Don't quote me, but we got someone coming on.
But yeah, like even like little things like that, or even if you're like a rave Shazam, like I know it's like silly,
but Shazamming it rave, bro. No, he does.
He does that. To be, hold my hands up, I've never done that. Yeah. Hold my hands up, I've never done that. But I swear that I've never done that. I swear that I've never done that. But like even like on the radio, like Shazam a song or something, like it's just you got to be different. Another thing that kind of helped me in the DJ scene was knowing a lot of my friends who brought out music, like big up Morley, Wake from Sunderland. They sent me like their unreleased tracks, Max Stedford as well, like. Playing at these events, playing these unreleased tracks that no one's heard before and no one will hear in about a couple of months' time. It was good as well because I could, like, I've got on my record box. I've got Andy as well. Like he and a big producer as well. That they all send me their unreleased tracks and I play them out, and no one's really heard of them. So like no one's heard of them.
No one's playing.
So that's why it's good because my sets can be different because I've got all this unreleased music that I can literally just like I can play instead of playing like the bait tunes.
And you know that no one's played that.
Exactly.
This is what we're saying. So me and Josh was playing the set yesterday. Obviously we're playing it Unlocked tonight, 10 to 11. Obviously it'll be done by the time this comes out, but. Obviously we was playing in the set yesterday and there was a tune that we wanted to come in with first because we was meant to be going on last, so there was a tune we wanted to come in with, but it was a little bit bait and I was like, well, we're not going to be there the whole night, so if someone plays this before, you know, that's...
I've done that before. Like I've played, when I played in, what was I? Oh shit. Fuck was I? Up there somewhere. Like near Milton Keynes Way. I ended up arriving like an hour before my set, or like half an hour, and the geezer played I'm trying to think of you. That obscure song. What's it called? I can't remember what it's called. What's it called? Mate. I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, that obscure, the obscure song, when it come out. And then I ended up playing it, but I didn't realise he played it. So then, and then I've looked back at the videos, I'm thinking, shit, like, I've just doubled up on this geezer's thing. And then he's just like, I looked back on the videos, I was like, oh shit, bro, I'm so sorry. I didn't realise. He was like, mate, don't even worry about it. Don't think no one noticed anyway, but.
This is the thing, as a DJ, you're the biggest critic of yourself, and like if you even like your drums come out a little bit on the night, and the only people looking at you are the other DJs. I mean? It's no one ever noticed. No one notices. No one notices.
Very true. It is funny though.
Yeah, especially when you're on like not the best sound system as well.
Yeah.
Like if you're in like a room that's not got the proper surround sound, you know, like you can get away with it. Like, you can, innit?
But yeah, that's my thoughts on the old.
Right, let's move on. What are we doing for time, babe? How long we got? 7 minutes, right? I reckon we can get right. Right, I'm gonna go a bit loose in it because obviously it's quite vibing here today. Right? So what is what's the not the wildest shit you've seen, but like you go to festivals and that, like give me a juicy story in there. Give me one.
Do you know what? Actually, this is when I was DJing. Big up this girl, because I was like, totally shit. No. She was in a full neck brace, right, standing at the front, Yeah. So I've got a video of it. I'll show you after. So she is when I was not of her. So in general. She was just there like grooving and that. I was like, yeah, pick up yourself. Like you're literally like your neck is fucked, and you're like you're in this like massive like you know bro, I'm not even kidding, like the big like fuck off neck things.
That's a real raver, right?
Bro, she come like all done up like at the front, like literally she's at the front. Like I was thinking, fucking hell, she couldn't even move, and she was just like bobbing her head and that. I was thinking, hey, pick up yourself. That's probably the maddest thing I've ever seen.
That's good, bro. That's
probably the meanest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. All right, no worries. Well, no worries. All right. Well, listen, we'll call a little break anyway. We'll get a little couple of tunes on, right? And we'll come back in anyway.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Sweet.
No worries. Hey, fucking sweet, bro. Yeah, that's
sweet.
Right, so we've obviously spoke about the one side of the phones and obviously how it benefits artists and stuff, but at the same time, culturally, what does it do when you have got all this stuff all the time, and you get the people that are just kind of going to an event just to sort of get an Instagram photo or stuff like that. What can we do to sort of combat that and make it there's got to be a happy medium, somewhere in the middle where we can find obviously, people are going to do what they want to do, you can't always tell people, right, you can't do this, can't do that, but I do agree with the fact that you do lose something when everyone's filming the same thing, and in some ways, I think if you're an event and you put on a no phones policy, in some ways it could benefit you, because if you're the only one capturing the content, it's all going through your Instagram, and then it's all, and it also brings that exclusivity to the moment, I'm bad for it on Instagram all the time. I'm flicking through, I'm seeing what raves or what. But
I've literally been laying in bed and I feel like I've gone to Cutting Edge last night. Everyone's there, 15,000 people. I feel like I was there already. All I've got to do is set up some speakers and I'm in the rave. Do you know what I mean? But again, enjoy the moment. Like I said, obviously the side of it, right? DJ side, crowd side. Enjoy the moment. Yeah, you haven't got to record everything. But yeah, just live for it. If you're not there, you're not there. Tough luck. It's one of them things, mate. There's so many, for example, Fabric. They're massive on this. Obviously, have you been in Fabric?
No, I haven't.
They stick stickers on. Fabric, for example. Fabric we're doing this year. They stick stickers on your camera. People obviously take the sticker off, but mate, just leave it on. Who cares? It's enjoy the moment. Put your phone away. You can't get no signal in there anyway, so you can't text no one. You don't need your phone. But again, if it is a good track, it is a good beat. But then everyone's got the same mentality where they're thinking the same thing. So as soon as you get your phone out, it's a sick beat. Everyone's going to do the same thing. But again, mate, I'm not against no phone. I don't know. It's one of them things. Again, coming from a DJ perspective, phones are great because you get more content. But again, when you're in the crowd, sick, you hear a sick beat, you want to record it, you want to listen to it when you get home or something. But
I think it gets bad though. When you look at it from obviously locally, it's all right. But when you look at Ibiza now, and obviously you see, especially in Essex, obviously we're all Essex boys and Essex girls here, so even we went music on a few years ago, and it was the whole of fucking Essex was out there. And you literally look through your, I don't use Snapchat anymore, but I used to look through my Snapchat and it'd be there's 10 people with music on video, and it's the same fucking shit.
I haven't been Ibiza in 2 years and I feel like I've been there.
Exactly, it's one
of them things, isn't it?
I understand it's a very special place, Ibiza, but I feel like it has got very, very commercial now.
Again, that's the different generations. I was thinking about this the other day, when I was younger, when I was 18, 19, my first trip to Ibiza, I didn't really record much. I didn't really record much at all. One, because I shit myself, I was going to get my phone stolen. Two, I lost my phone twice anyway. And three, it's just one of them things. But now it's the times have changed, but these things happen. Generations change, things change. Back in the day, you never got these TikTok ravers, but now you do. Because of the social media side of things.
Say it's just the TikTok ravers as well. You get a lot of the older lot now as well. And it is. Sometimes I'm ashamed to be from Essex, because you're the fucking.
I don't care about stuff like that.
I'm not. Listen, that don't clip that in it.
Get out of it.
That's out of
Big up Essex.
Big up Essex, bro.
Obviously, I'm proud to be an Essex boy, but at the same time, you do get that fucking stigma. The guy with the turkey teeth and the full fucking tribal sleeve. that guy in Ocean Beach who's got the bottle who's just being an absolute dickhead. Like it happens, now,
mate,
you know, and that's what's kind of plaguing.
And again, like I'm going back to the times, like back in like I'm not saying back in fuck me, I'm 25, but like when I first went, why was that bad?
No, I haven't even asked how old you are.
Yeah, well there you go, I'm out there, 25. But yeah, like when I went B for the first time, 19, like I better remember it, but like I got the odd Snapchat videos here and there, but like I don't remember recording much. Like my camera roll is like one video event maybe. Like I don't know. Like I don't really record stuff when I'm out unless it's a sick beat and it's one of my boys' unreleased tracks. Like I'll clip it. But other than that, I don't really clip it. But now like social media, like mate, back in the day when Instagram first come out, like it was nothing. But now it's like blown up. You got the influencers and stuff and all that. Like like mate, the times have changed so much, and it all comes in a group. So like now, like the 18, 19, 20-year-olds who are going raving and stuff, like, mate, they're enjoying themselves, like they're living for the moments and stuff. But now, I don't want to say how, because when I was that age, like, I didn't. But but now you feel like you have to, kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? Like it's different.
You have to find that.
Yeah, the balance.
Middle, you know, because it's
like, but I've got nothing against anything. Like I'm such a chill guy. Like you do what you want to do, innit?
Jules loves everyone.
Yeah, I love everyone. Like do what you want to do, innit? Like it doesn't bother me. Just don't put your flash in my face. That's it. But other than that, like mate, if you want to record it. Like if you don't. If you want to dance. If you don't want to dance, don't dance. It's one of them things. But like for me personally, like when I used to grow up, it was different to how it is now. But that's how times change.
Everyone should love a dance.
Exactly, yeah.
Right, so we're going to wrap up shortly.
Cool.
But I just want to ask you, is there anything music-wise, obviously you said you're going to be producing a lot more next year. I understand time pressures and stuff like that, but obviously what we spoke about today, we know that if you want to get to the top, that is the way to get to the top. So what is your plan for next year? And I feel like summer's over now, so now is the time when we all kind of need to put our heads down and get our heads in the laptops and start making some beats. So what's your plan for that?
Yeah, my plan is that I've got quite a few friends who are quite like big influencers. They've got a lot of management involvement and stuff. Like, I'm definitely going to be speaking to them about management and stuff because for me the next step up is I want to be playing in these bigger clubs, and the next step up for me is being in these bigger clubs, going to more events, networking. Because at the minute, I'll be totally honest, like I haven't. For me personally, with work and stuff, like, I haven't been going to these events. I've been doing everything over social media, but now, like talking to the boys about it, like talking to like my friends about it, definitely need to get myself out there. Definitely start networking a lot more because it is a lot harder now than it was last year. And like I've been not lucky, but I've been with good people who have helped me with these events.
You seem like you've got a pretty good crowd, you know, but not everyone's got that, and that was kind of one of the big things for us as well. Was now one of the big things we're putting emphasis on is getting in front of these people. And even me, literally, I met Jacob last week, and this is the first time I've met George. So this is what we're trying to say here, like, go into these events, and it's so cliche. Everyone says it, like, you've got to be showing face at events. No, you do, because you're meeting like-minded people there, and that's the whole point of what this podcast was, you know.
There was one time, like nothing ever come of it, but I went to Rudimental. They'd done like a legal rave under a bridge in Hackney. This was in like after come out. I don't even know when it was, but it was like last year, I think it was. And I met one of the owners of Abode, and I spoke to him, got his Instagram, sent him a couple of links. No, it's Perry.
Oh, okay.
And I spoke to him because he's one of my boys' mates.
K-Scan, have you seen any of that?
No.
Yeah, I might. Yeah, guess another podcast.
Yeah, that's what.
I follow the I don't know what his last name is, but the Kaya Beefrey is.
Yeah. But anyway, so I spoke to this guy called Perry, really nice guy. Got his socials, sent him a mix, and that was it. But like, he knows who you are. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's got you on social media. He's seen your stories.
100%.
Like, you got to be going out and meeting these people. Like, for example, Johnny Bassett and Noah, who are El Loco. Like, I met them at Winter Wonderland last year. Spoke to them, and because obviously his best mates, they was like best mates with my best mate. Got chatting to them, and then they got me on one of their events. Opened up for the Courtyard in El Loco at Maidstone, Soul Spa, and that is fucking massive because I was supporting Mason Collective. Like, it's huge, sick opportunity. So that's what you got to do. You got to get yourself out there. It's all well and good messaging these events about getting on, but mate, everyone's doing it. Everyone's doing it. Like, I do it all the time. Like,
I get a few. Like, I'll even get a few like texts from. Like, I've been getting a lot of artwork texts recently, and you can kind of tell that people have just been copying and pasting and sending to everyone. Like, because obviously now, especially where I'm sort of marketing myself more as a DJ and as a producer, and on the media side of it now, it's like obviously Instagram pushes you towards that line of things, and I do get a lot of messages now from these people, you know, and it's not the same, you know. Like if I meet someone in real life and we meet you now, like me and you have got to jump on a back-to-back. Like it's set, you know what I'm saying? If we just speak over Instagram, it's not the same, you know. You don't get that person.
But big up yourself, bro. Like the only reason why I got you on What the Funk was because you kept messaging me. So
there you go.
But there you go. Right. So that's how I know you, because you messaged me a couple of times. Like I didn't have anything coming up that you could jump on. What the Funk come in, and I was like, look, Clark, I remember him. Let's get him onto open. Like it's one of them things, right?
Even that is so, how me and George met.
It's one of them things.
Obviously, I was sort of texting him. She was making a bit of movement on Instagram, whatever, and he managed to put me forward. And this is what I'm saying: people don't underestimate these relationships, because I'd never met George before today. But
no one cares if you're pushing.
No, of course,
it's
that's
good.
What I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. Don't forget about these relationships. This is what got me to that event. You know, just dropping them a few messages and being a genuine guy. You know, like people will be able to tell if you're a fucking genuine guy. Like we've spent a few hours here today, and there's a bond there for life. So don't ever forget about that sort of stuff, and go back to the basics. Of what house music does, it brings people together. You know?
100%.
So, but I think on that note, I think that's a nice place to leave it. George, thank you for coming on.
Right? Catch you in a bit. Fuck me, what? Wait, what a connection, bro.